All right, listen up, fellas. You can train harder than ever. You can eat cleaner than ever. You can be counting your macros down to the gram. But if your sleep is trash, your results are going to be trash as well. And I'm saying that with love because I know a lot of people, my men out there, my fellas out there, especially over 30, I know you guys love to blame everything but the real issue. You're not plateauing because you need a new workout split. You're plateauing because you've been going to bed extremely late, scrolling on your phone, binge watching Netflix, staying up all night, 1 a.m., living off of caffeine in the morning. It's killing you. All right. That whole grind mode, no sleep, get up early, go to bed late is sabotage. It's self-sabotage, if you will. So today in this video, I'm going to break down why fixing your sleep is the most underrated key for burning fat, building muscle, and actually looking like you lift weights. So let's just get right into it. You guys know how we do it. No cuts, no edits, just straight facts, just helping you guys achieve your best physique. I've been training for 20 plus years, competing in bodybuilding for over 10 years, and I'm living this lifestyle, right? I'm 35 years old. I'm living this lifestyle. So I'm speaking from experience, and I'm also speaking from research, for years of research. I also just finished up my master's in sports and health science, so I got some credibility there. But let's just get right down to business. Why sleep matters for fat loss. All right, that's what we want to talk about. Why sleep matters for fat loss. Your body literally burns fat while you sleep, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. You burn fat while you sleep. When you sleep, your body actually taps into stored fat for energy because your cortisol levels drop. And that's what you want. But if you sleep less than 6 hours, your cortisol levels will stay high. So that means your body is storing fat instead of burning it. All right. So that's what we try to avoid. There's a study actually from the University of Chicago that compared two groups with the same exact diet. All right. One group, they slept for 8 hours. The other group slept for 5. The group that slept more, so the group that slept for 8 hours plus, that group right there lost 55% more fat than the group that slept for 5 hours. And the group that slept less, they actually lost muscle. All right. So it's a real thing. I can't say it enough. It's a real thing. And I don't think people really truly understand the sole purpose and the benefits of sleep, real sleep, actual sleep. So if you're dieting hard and sleeping bad, you're literally losing muscle instead of fat. Okay, so self-sabotage. All right, so let's talk about sleep and muscle growth. All right, so we talked about the fat loss. Let's talk about the muscle growth. Now, muscle grows when you recover, not when you train. All right, so during your sleep, when you are in that deep sleep, getting some quality sleep, your testosterone rises, your growth hormone spikes, and your muscle protein synthesis increases. If your sleep is cut short, if you are sleeping 5 hours or less, your testosterone is dropping, your recovery is it's just slowing down, so nearly no recovery at all, and your strength progress will stall. So when you're in the gym and you aren't nearly as strong as you thought you were, that's most likely because you're not getting quality sleep, other than, being weak, of course, but that's a whole nother topic. Now, there's actual research out there showing that just one night of 4 to 5 hours of sleep can actually drop your testosterone 10 to 15%. All right. And that's a huge number, especially for men over 30. Dropping your testosterone 10 to 15% is crazy. And you have to avoid that at all costs. You're already fighting to keep your level strong as it is. So neglecting sleep and making things work is just outrageous. So if you're not sleeping, you're basically putting your gains on mute. All right. Now let's talk about sleep and hunger. All right. Sleep and hunger control, because that's important too. So ever since, or let me say it this way. If you ever notice that when you are tired, you start to crave sugar, you start to crave snacks and those comfort foods, the junk foods that we all tend to gravitate towards, right? That's what happens when you are tired. So you start going back and forth from the couch to the refrigerator, and you're in bed watching TV and you're sitting up hungry. You need to be asleep. All right. It's not a lack of willpower. It's a hormone called ghrelin and leptin. Those are your hunger hormones. All right. Ghrelin and leptin. So ghrelin increases and it makes you hungrier. And then your leptin decreases and it makes it harder for you to feel full. All right. So poor sleep and your appetite is literally turned up. All right. So this is why tired people overeat. Their brain is asking for that quick energy. So fixing your sleep instantly will make your diet easier. That is a fact. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the action plan. I got to give you guys some actual tips, actual advice to help you improve your sleep. All right. Because that's what we're here for. Very, very important. So here's how to dial it all in. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to be consistent with your sleep schedule. I want you to go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. All right. Your body is thriving for a rhythm. Okay. So go to sleep and wake up at the same exact time every single day. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to cut the screen time 60 minutes before bed. Now, I don't do this. Me and my wife, we don't do this as well. We actually, maybe like 30 minutes, we actually cut the TV off. We might pillow talk for a little bit, but 60 minutes is that sweet spot. It's a thing that the blue light is actually killing your melatonin. So that's another thing, I guess, that we do. We do maybe cut the TV for about 20 to 30 minutes, but we also take our melatonin vitamins. So that's a whole nother thing. But the blue light that's coming from the TV or the phone actually kills your melatonin. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're putting your phone away, cutting off the TV 60 minutes before bed. Extremely hard, I know, but these are practical tips that you can incorporate into your daily routines to make your sleep better. So take it as you will. Third thing I want you to do is try to keep your room cold. All right. So they say 65 to 67% Fahrenheit, which is, 18, 19 Celsius is ideal for deeper sleep. You want a cold room for deeper sleep. And if you notice, and I'm sure I'm not alone when I say this, it is extremely hard to sleep when you are hot. When you are hot, when you are sweating, it is extremely hard to sleep. And that is why having that cold room, that cold pillow, those cold sheets are very, very beneficial for deeper sleep. All right. Fourth thing I want you to do is I want you to stop crushing the caffeine so late. All right. You want to cut the caffeine 8 hours before bed. Now, everybody's going to be different when it comes to the toleration of caffeine. All right. Some people can drink a cup of coffee and then go take a nap. And some people can drink a cup of coffee and then they'll be wired for the rest of the day. Everyone's different. So your tolerance is key here. So you have to know what's best for you. But cutting your caffeine 8 hours before bed is going to set yourself up for great sleep. All right. So if you drink coffee at 4 in the afternoon, your sleep is probably already going to be cooked. So you got to keep that in mind. I know a lot of you out there train after work out after work. Myself, I train around 3:30, 4 o'clock every single day. And I do take about 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine, but my body is tolerant of it. Right. And my workouts are actually brutal. So therefore, I'm actually burning through all of that caffeine that I intake. So again, everyone is going to be different, but this is just something that you can try. Cut your caffeine 8 hours before bed. Set yourself up for success. And the last thing I want you to do is make sure that you're getting proper sunlight in the morning. Some of you waking up before the sun rises, that's fine. But if you're waking up, if you're first thing in the morning, the sun is out there, you want to make sure that you're getting 10 minutes of that sunlight. All right. That 10 minutes is going to help regulate your internal clock. These small changes that I'm talking about are going to produce huge results for you. So I need you guys to really lock in. I hope you took those 5. It was sleep schedule, get you a nice sleep schedule, cut the screen time 60 minutes before bed, have a cold room, cut the caffeine, and then make sure you're getting that sunlight 10 minutes in the morning. Those 5 right there are going to set you up for success. All right. So if you want to burn fat faster, build muscle efficiently, improve your workouts, control your cravings, reduce the stress, boost the testosterone, you have to fix your sleep. Not tomorrow, tonight. You have to fix your sleep. And look, I'm not just saying that because I'm a coach. All right. I'm not just saying that because I don't know why you would think I'm giving you guys crap. I've been training and doing this for 20 years, like I said before. I've seen the change in my body. I've seen the change in my clients' bodies. And it's more than just supplements and diet and workout routines, okay? Sleeping is essential. If you're ready to get sleep, get your training on point, get your nutrition on point, get your recovery strategy on point, and get you a routine that actually works, I need you guys to hit me up for coaching, one-on-one coaching. All right? If you're on Instagram, DM me. If you're right here on YouTube, I want you guys to make sure you comment down below, shoot me an email, do something. But I want you guys to lock in with me so we can get you guys on the fastest track to getting those results. Actually, the first link right here is actually a 5-day quick start. And this right here is where I set you up with a workout routine. I set you up with a nutrition plan, grocery list, and some educational videos to help you for, kickstart your journey first week, getting you locked and loaded in place. And then after that, you can tap in with me and we can do like a 30-day shred where we really dial you in specific, personalized to you. All right. I also have some playlists down there. It's a cutting playlist that you should watch. It's all of these videos like this where I'm talking directly to you, just giving you the facts and giving you the advice, the practical tips to help you on your journey. I promise you all this works. All right. I promise you that sleep will change your life. I really need you guys to lock in. All right. Optimize your sleep, optimize your routines. All right, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all. If you watch this video, I know for sure you're going to like this one, so make sure you lock in, subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.